Have you ever tried to calculate something in Microsoft Word, but you were forced to use Microsoft Excel instead, or calculator of Windows? Don't do it anymore. Hello and welcome to Ben Academy. In this video, I'll show you how to calculate simple calculations in Microsoft Word directly with writing formulas instead of calculating it separately in another file, in another software, or doing it by your calculator. Let's get started. I'll show you how to do this. Suppose we have a table like this and we need to do some calculations here. If you, for example, want to calculate the summation of these cells and write it down in the cell below the values, you should go directly to Table Tool tab here and then Layout tab. In this part of Layout tab, that is Data, if you select the formula here, a window will be open for you. There are some predefined functions in the formula option in Microsoft Word, and you can see most important basic calculations can be done with these functions, and the most popular function that you may want to use is sum, but with a different syntax here. And syntax in Microsoft Word is different than Microsoft Excel. If you want to calculate the summation of above cells, you should write sum above like this. And by pressing the OK, you can see that it's calculated. You can check it if you're not sure that it's correctly calculated. For the first time, you can check it and we will see that yes, it's correct, 401. In some cases, you may want to change something after calculating the summation or after calculating a formula. For example, you will suddenly understand that there is a typo here, and if you want to change it, for example, you will understand that there's 110 instead of 11. So this summation is going to be changed, and instead of writing it again, you can select it and then press F9. You can see that it's automatically corrected. You can also, instead of pressing F9, click on the value and then right click and find something like this, update field. And after pressing the update field, the value will be updated again. So it's the summation for the above cells. Sometimes you want to sum something in the left or right or below of the item you have written here. Suppose we have another row like this. Now I want to calculate the summation in the below cells, so I will write below instead of above, and you will see that yes, 5 and 2 is 7. If you change it to left and right, you can also see that it's calculated. So here you can see that 50 and 2 is 52. In some cases, you need to add something in the left and top, or in the top and right, or a combination, something like this. So you need to write all of them, and there is some limitations in Microsoft Word. And for example, if you write left and right like this, you can see that left and right cells are added together. If you change the order of writing like this, and if you write some right and left in a bracket, it's again correct. But in some other cases, for example, if you write above and left, you will see that there is a syntax error. But if you change the order by writing left and above, you will see that it works. So writing the left and right is in priority for the syntax in summation, and then you can write above and below. But for the items in the same category, for example, left and right or above and below, there's no difference to change the order. So you need to try and find the syntax, or you can check the help of Microsoft Word to understand the syntax. Some other functions are also available in the formula part, and you can see them. For example, there is another function like count. If you see here, there's a count here. You can write or you can select it. I prefer to write count, for example, above. You will count the field cells in the above of the cell I selected, and it's 4. You can see it. But if you delete one of the values here, the count function should be changed. The outcome of count function should be changed, and you can see that it's 2, and it will be stopped after finding a blank cell. It will get you 2 here. You can also combine the different directions, for example, left and top. If you change it to left and above, the number of field cells in the left and above should be summed together. And you can see that, yes, two cells in the left and two in the upper cells are available here. So it would be 4. The other functions you can use are also available. One of the most popular functions that can be used is average. So if you write the average of, for example, the average value of the above cells should be calculated here. And you can see that it's stopped here because one empty cell is here. And if you add it, the value of average should be changed. And after updating, you will see that, yes, it's changed. So all these 4 items are added together and then divided by 4, and the 98 is calculated as a result. So you can check it by your own to understand that it's correct or not. Yes, it's 98. So you can also work on the combination of directions again here, like the summation, as I told. You can write right and above, and 100 is also added here. Average is also changed here, and you can also work on it with some other things. But the syntax should be written in a correct manner, so these two also are included now. The other function that you can use, and it's very popular, is if function. You can define some conditions, and you can write, for example, if sum of below is greater than 10, write some of the values in the below. Otherwise, write some of the values in the above, for example. It's one of the simple functions that you can write. Now, the summation of values in the bottom are 7, so it's less than 10. And the function is calculated, the summation of upper values. You can also do some other things instead. You can also write here average instead of sum. So you can do everything you want with these available functions. Actually, not every function you want to use, similar to Excel functions. There are some other things. For example, there is a sine function, and you can write, for example, sine -3, and you can see that it's -1. If some value is less than 0, the outcome should be -1. If it's more than 0 and it's positive, it's +1, that is a positive value. And if it's 0, it says 0. It's a sine function. And if you write instead of -3, you will see that it's 1. But if you write sine of 0, the outcome should be 0. You can also combine sine function with other functions I taught before. For example, if you change the sign of this value to minus value like this, and go to the formula, if you write sine of sum of left cells like this, check the number of brackets that is correct or not, and now you can see that it's -1 because the summation of these two values are value lower than 0, so it's a negative value, and the sine value will give you -1 instead. Okay, one another function that can be useful in some cases is product. In some of the tables you need to multiply some values, and the product function can be used and can be combined with summation in many cases. So if you write a new formula here like this and write product of above values, you will see that the numbers in above cells are multiplied, and the result is written here. You can also combine the directions, like as I told in summation and in the count, and you can combine them by producting and then adding a summation like this to the left, for example. It will gives you the product of above values divided by the summation of left values. It depends on your desired options you want to have in your table, and you can combine it according to the formulas you want. Another function that is useful is round, and it's similar to the round function in Microsoft Excel. For example, if you want to remove one of the digits here, and if you want only 1 digit precision here, you should write round here and define the number of digits for rounding. If you write 1 here, similar to the same syntax Microsoft Excel has, you will see that yes, one of the digits is removed and it's rounded to 7 now. Another function that can be useful is and similarly or, that can be defined in the conditions you are defining, and you can use it in if function. You can add more than 1 argument for your if functions with and or. Let's show you an example here. If you write, for example, if and for example, sum of left values is lower than 0 and summation of below values are less than 10, that both of them correct here, it's less than 10 and it's less than 0. Now we will close the AND function. Now we will say something we want to obtain. For example, we say sum of right and otherwise 0 as an output. Okay, you can see that is 100, that is summation of right cells. You can combine all of them together like Microsoft Excel. Other functions that are also useful is minimum and maximum, and these are the basic function in statistics. So you can write them and you can use them. For example, if you write equal sign minimum value of above values, or in left and above like this, you will see that it's minus 50, that it's the lowest value among these values in the left and above. And also you can use the maximum value similarly with max function. Another function that can be useful is int, that gives you the integer value. You can combine them, int of minimum value of left and above cells times 5.2. Now you can see that it's an integer value. You can check it by your own, that this formula is correct or not, but it's absolutely correct because it's calculated by Microsoft Word. Another useful function is mode function, that is actually similar to the same function in Microsoft Excel, and it returns the remainder after the second argument is divided by the first value. And if you write it like this, for example, mode without E, only MOD, I will write something simple. You can use the summation, average, or everything as input arguments, but I will give you simple values like this. If you divide 50 by 3, it will be, let's show you, if you divide 50 by 3, it would be 16.66. So the remainder is 50 minus 48, and it would be 2. So it's the remainder after dividing 50 by 3. These are the most important functions in Microsoft Word, and you can work on your data without using the other softwares. And simple statistic functions like maximum, minimum, average, summation, product, and using some functions like if, and, or, and true or false are really practical in Microsoft Word to avoid using other software and to do the calculations independently. Thanks for watching this video. I hope it's useful for you, and don't forget to like and subscribe and support our channel if you like our videos in this channel. See you in the next videos.